You know, man, sometimes it's tough to find content, and other times the content just is handed to you on a silver platter. So Jokic has some contact with Bam here, and I think that's what initially set Markieff Morris off, as you can see here. So then, of course, he's going to make his way all the way over to half court, elbow Jokic in the midsection, and then Jokic is going to retaliate like that. And honestly, the NBA is pretty lucky that this didn't get worse and there wasn't like benches clearing or anything like that. Like people were kind of got it under control. Now, once the teams are away from each other, Jimmy is saying, I'll see you in the back or whatever. And it's safe to say that was not going to happen. There was no way they were going to allow those two near each other. These two teams play again in like 2 weeks or something like that, so that'll be something. And now Marcus Morris has got this to say. I think someone said that the Clippers and the Nuggets play in December or something like that. And then this guy's saying he doesn't want the smoke, and those are Jokic's brothers. There is a rabbit hole you can go down if you really want to look up Jokic's brothers. I don't think this is going to get to that point, because like Lonzo said, nobody in the NBA actually wants to fight. I think these guys do, though. Now we have LeBron quote tweeting Shannon. I'm sure Skip will have something to say about this. By the way, Lowry had 0 points versus the Nuggets. Now let's check out the T-Wolves collapse in the fourth quarter. So, Jaden McDaniels had this dunk, which put the T-Wolves up by 13 with 4.5 minutes left. Well, 4 minutes and 3/4, whatever. They then did not score until Towns made one crazy shot to force it into overtime. And a lot of it was like this, and this isn't me singling out D'Lo, this is more just the entire T-Wolves team, the coaches, everything. You know, Towns is off the ball. Guys are standing around. Not a whole lot of movement. I mean, Okogie's moving a little bit, but it's just, you know, it's not a great shot. And I can't get the whole play for you, but I think they ran a Towns and Edwards screen because it's Jaren Jackson on Edwards, and we have, I think, DeAnthony Melton on Karl Anthony Towns. And this is all happening with 5 seconds left to go in the shot clock. You'd think this would be an easy mismatch for Towns, but instead Edwards wants to take it himself. And, I mean, even if he would have made that shot, like, that's just not the right decision. I mean, you always go to Towns on the mismatch. Now they finally do get it to Towns and allow him to make a decision in the middle of the floor. It is a good pass to Jaden McDaniels, but Ja Morant with some great defense. But even with the T-Wolves offense falling apart, Towns managed to force it to overtime with this insane shot. And then in overtime, it was kind of the same thing. I mean, not a whole lot going on. Okogie's going to move a little bit, but like 8 seconds left. Edwards ISO on Desmond Bane. Towns is just spotting up. D'Lo's in the corner. Like, this is just not going to work, man. I mean, get some of that Towns elbow action or a post up or whatever. So let's see. In the fourth quarter, Karl Anthony Towns had 4 shot attempts and 2 free throws, one of which being that insane 3. And in the overtime, he had 2 shots. That's just not enough, man. Now we head to the fourth quarter of Bulls and Nets. We're going to take a look at Ayo Dosunmu, who Bulls fans love. The kid's a rookie, and he's finding his way into this rotation really fast. He had 11 points, or 10 points or whatever, in this fourth quarter. You already saw him taking the layup off of the rebound. That's a catch-and-shoot 3. Let's look at this drive from Lonzo. This was Joe Harris. Where was the screen? There kind of wasn't a screen. Joe Harris, a little bit from Zach LaVine. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Joe Harris falls over somehow. Ayo gets the 3. And they also needed DeRozan in the fourth as well. And none of these shots for him are going to surprise you. Nice little handoff set. We do like that. Now it's an ISO. It's more of a screen on DeAndre Bembry. LaMarcus Aldridge is dropping. Free throw line for DeRozan. Name a better combo. I guess me and being alone. Anyway, here's another one. That one over Bruce Brown. You get it. Besides all that, Harden was not too good tonight. The Nets have won 5 in a row. They had to lose eventually. They'll be fine. Now, if we go to the Sixers' first game without any of their 3 best players, unless you think Seth Curry's better than Ben Simmons, Julius Randle went nuts. We got an Evan Fournier pick and roll. That's always fun. Randle's percentages are actually a little down from last year, and yet the Knicks' offense has still been nuts early this season. What's actually wild is they've been way better on offense than defense. Of course, it's early in the season, and offensive and defensive ratings can get a bit wacky early on in the year, similar to this play, which eventually leads to Emmanuel quickly getting a 3. Now, as for the Sixers offense, I feel like this play kind of sums up some of it, where Seth Curry's trying to take it himself off of the initial action, and You know, he's not a shot creator, so you're going to get stuck sometimes. And then you just got to hope the threes start going in. They attempted 40 in this game, which is probably going to be the norm for them until Embiid comes back. Oh yeah, Steph scored 50, by the way. I figure I'll just bury this at some point into the video, why not? And now here's some random thing that I'm officially monitoring. It's John Collins' efficiency, as he flows fluidly within the Mavericks, not the Mavericks, why did I just say them? The Hawks offense. He was like 6 for 7 on this game, he shot 85%. But now we head to the Mavs and the Pelicans. I want to look at Jalen Brunson's baskets, because I think Dallas is starting to lean on him. Porzingis setting the screen for Brunson. Luka off ball in the corner. Okay, why not? What was that, a half spin from Brunson? On Jackson Hayes, or actually on Satoransky? That's nice, man. Like I said, I think Jalen Brunson has become kind of essential for Dallas because he's one of the few other dudes who can actually make a play off the dribble. And we'll see if he's up for it. Obviously, he's good. Is he built for averaging maybe like 16, 17 points a game? As for the Pelicans, look, man, let's look at some Josh Hart baskets and try to be optimistic, okay? There's no Zion, there's no Brandon Ingram, but at least you got Josh Hart catch and shoot threes.